Chào mừng quý vị quay trở lại với chương trình Nhà lãnh đạo doanh nghiệp với ông Ganesan, tổng giám đốc của công ty Nestlé Việt Nam. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Actually, what is opportunity? What is big opportunity for Nestlé Việt Nam?
I'd like to answer that question by using the Malaysian example a little bit, or my home, where Nestlé Malaysia is a big and successful company. Nestlé in Malaysia is the biggest FMCG company. In Malaysia, we have 30 million people, but the Nestlé business is close to $2 million. In Vietnam, we have 91 million people, and our business is much smaller.
Yes.
Much smaller. So if you take that as a benchmark or a barometer of what Nestlé Vietnam can be and should be and will be, then I would say there's huge opportunity for Nestlé Vietnam to grow. And we need to emulate the successes of other Nestlé markets in ASEAN. Our two biggest markets in ASEAN are actually Nestlé Philippines and Nestlé Malaysia, as I just mentioned. So the path of growth for the future for Nestlé Vietnam is very big, by virtue of the population size, the income development, and also opportunity for us to introduce new businesses and new products which are not present in Vietnam yet. So from a Nestlé Vietnam perspective, we are extremely confident and positive for the future growth of Nestlé in Vietnam. And the same confidence and positivity also echoes from our head office in Switzerland. So our prospects in the future, I think there's enough opportunities for us to grow significantly in the next few years.
But in terms of business, we cannot count on the poorest population.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I agree with you 100%. We have not only to take the dividend of the population, which is a young population, but above all, we need to deliver quality products that satisfy local consumer needs. We just can't sell anything just because there's 91 million people here. We need to produce good quality products which deliver value and satisfy consumer needs, and in particular the Vietnamese consumer needs. We just can't simply apply whatever that's successful in other markets and translate or transplant in Vietnam. So this recognition of the consumer needs, and the consumer needs in Vietnam are equally demanding. So we need to rise to that challenge. So we just simply can't depend on 91 million people and say we're going to be successful.
Yeah, I often talk with the foreign businessmen here, and most of them focus on the policies of the Vietnamese government. How do you think, in general, about the policies of Vietnam right now?
I think in general,
it's okay, or
it is. We do get a level playing field. The policies have been supportive of business in general,
yes.
But more importantly, in our business, policies are only one part or one parameter. The real opportunity for us to grow is to identify the consumer needs. So policies aside, which we are quite happy with the general policies, which allows us to compete freely, the identification of consumer needs and satisfying consumer needs with the right products, that's a bigger opportunity and a bigger challenge for us.
It seems last week Nestlé Vietnam received the award from the finance ministries in the on duty, the tax payment. Is right?
Thank you for highlighting that. Again, we are extremely proud to receive this from the Ministry of Finance. In particular, it's got to do with I think only 7 companies in Vietnam have been highlighted for this award, and out of that 7 companies, Nestlé is the only foreign or multinational company that got it. Then this is a testimony and credit to the quality of the work done by the people of Nestlé Vietnam, but also reflects the culture of this company, which is very much focused on respecting laws and being fully compliant.
You know, the Vietnam government now is negotiating with some liberal trade agreement like the TPP or AEC's Asian Economic Community. How do you expect for your business here?
Right. I think I'll answer the question in two parts. One for Vietnam.
Yes.
It's good to see Vietnam integrating to the regional economy of ASEAN with the AEC, and
Yes.
on a bigger scale, the Asia-Pacific community with the TPP. This allows Vietnam to participate openly and freely. The same applies for Nestlé. We also supply to various Nestlé markets in the ASEAN region. But this opportunity also comes with great challenges that we need to do to keep continuously improving ourselves. The AEC and TPP opens a bigger market for Vietnamese goods and products and services to move freely. But this freedom of goods must also come with cost leadership, i.e. We can't be just banking on cheap products. We want to be competitive in terms of pricing, but also deliver quality leadership and service leadership. So great opportunity coming up, but we must step and make a step change to deliver right product, right cost, right quality with the right service levels. So this is a great opportunity for both Nestlé Vietnam and Vietnam, and I think we shouldn't miss this opportunity.
Do you produce all the products supplied in Vietnam market in Vietnam, or do you import them from the other countries?
Majority of the products in Vietnam are made by Nestlé Vietnam. So 90% of our products, in particular Milo, Nescafe and Maggi, are made in Vietnam. The balance 10% are sourced from various other markets. Today we are a bigger exporter rather than an importer for Nestlé in Vietnam, for the Nestlé group.
Yeah, so how about the price?
Well,
you've had any challenges price?
Well, price is what the consumer pays. More importantly is what value we give, and
Yes.
the value is what is more important for us and the consumers. Obviously price is something we are mindful, but we must make sure our products, whether it's for export markets or whether for the domestic Vietnamese consumer, we deliver products that have got quality, and the quality, it comes from also the trust in our brands and to satisfy their needs. So this equation of price, cost, value is what we look at all
Yes.
the time, and we cannot just sell cheap, because that's not something which cannot be sustained long term for Nestlé Vietnam.
But you know, I read in the newspaper and the media in Vietnam, so they most new stories about the meal, the price. So do you have any competition in terms of price with the other competitors?
Okay. Nestlé Vietnam participates in the milk or infant formula milk powder business in Vietnam. But however, we are an extremely small player in that. And we are again guided by local regulations and local guidelines given by the ministry, in particular Ministry of Finance. So we try to comply as much as possible, but in reality, we are an extremely small player in milk powder.
So the reason why you received the award from the Finance Ministry. Kính thưa quý vị đang theo dõi chương trình Nhà lãnh đạo doanh nghiệp trên truyền hình FBNC với ông Ganesan, tổng giám đốc của công ty Nestlé Việt Nam. Xin quý vị đừng thay đổi kênh truyền hình để chúng tôi còn quay lại với phần 4 của chương trình. Xin cảm ơn quý vị.